Hi guys and welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look at chrysanthemums and we're going to see how we can get them to bloom for next year. They're beautiful fall flowers. They come in many different colors and they certainly add a lovely look to your garden or even your patio. But there are a few things that you need to do to ensure that they stick around and that they will give you lovely flowers next year. So stay tuned. So remember to like, share, and subscribe for future gardening topics and tips. So we're going to get right into it. The first thing is location. If you are actually in an area that has a harsh winter, then you may want to bring your chrysanthemums inside. If not, and it's fairly mild winter in your area, then you can leave them on your porch or maybe on your patio in a somewhat protected area. The next thing is watering them. You will want to make sure that you're giving it enough water. Like these right here, these have a lot of blooms. So in some instances for these, if it's in a sunny area, then you may have to water it at least once per day. Typically it's every other day though. And of course, if you are keeping them inside, then you want to make sure that it's by a sunny window or door, because they do need at least 6 hours of sunlight per day. The next thing is trimming them. After they have bloomed and the blooms are spent looking like this, you'll want to trim them back, like to about here. So you'd basically get a pair of trimmers, like these pruners, and you trim them back right down to here. And you'll pretty much be doing that when they come up again in the spring, once per month. The more often that you trim them back, then the more blooms you'll get, the more dense it will look. It can be sparse like these, or it can be dense. It just depends on what you prefer. The next thing is feeding them. You want to feed them once per month, once the spring comes around, but don't feed them when they're blooming. You want to feed them after you have taken off the flowers. And the food you can get at your local garden center, usually in boxes, and I've done a video on how to feed and water container flowers, so you can take a look at that. The next thing is repotting. After 2 years, you'll want to take them out and put them in a bigger pot with some garden soil and mulch. And mulching is another issue. It's very important. You'll want to make sure that you're putting mulch around right in here, and it forms like a little blanket for them in the winter, so it keeps them warm, and in the summer it basically helps to prevent them from dehydrating. So I wish you so much luck with your chrysanthemums. Don't throw them out. Take care of them, and as usual, thank you so much for watching.